Shaun, how pleased are you with that as an outstanding performance from your team?
Yeah, very pleased. It's a test match against a good team, and there's things in our performance what needs to improve, and we will improve for next week. But overall, beating a team like Samoa, coached the way they are, with the talent they've got, you have to be very happy with that.
I know the build-up and the hype has all been about revenge, but for you guys, is it about looking forwards to?
Yeah, to be honest, we've never mentioned revenge, have we? We're not showed that game. I've seen it enough myself, so it's just all about winning this test match, to be honest. And that's where it's gone, and what we just spoke about there's no mention of revenge.
What do you feel needs to improve, Shaun? You said there were bits that need to improve. What sort of things are you talking about?
Yeah, our completion, the way we ended our sets, we made a few errors with the ball, and a couple of penalties where, Rick to give a nice shot, and they dropped out and they got the ball back. So just things like that we can easily fix, but that's something we're in control of.
I suppose that's a good thing that they're easily fixed.
Oh yeah. We just mentioned that in there, haven't we, George? Yeah.
You started well, didn't you, Shaun? Kicking to the corners, pinning them in deep. Did you maybe go away from that in the first half?
A little bit. Yeah, I thought we did. Yeah, I thought a lot of good things worked for us in that first half, and we went away in that second quarter. But they're a good team. They've got some good individuals, and they're obviously well coached. So I knew we weren't going to get our own way all the time. They have too much talent in their team.
Obviously, lots of great individual performances, but how good to see Herbie back and playing like that.
Yeah, he played well, really well, and back against the grain through the middle. He's a great talent, and no doubt about that. He was a good threat today.
George, what was going through your mind when you were facing down the Samoans pre-match and Mikey Lewis getting involved as well?
Yeah, just looking forward to it, to be honest. I think it's something that we've done over the last few years, just standing on that halfway line and fronting up. So every time you play Samoa, they do that. And yeah, look, we see that as our territory, and we don't want to let them come over it before the start of the game. And it's just a good starter for us, a good mentality fix, and gets us ready for the start of the game, like I said.
How confident are you, Shaun, you can turn them over at Headingley again and get that series win, and what would it mean to get that on the back of last year's series win? Yeah,
it would mean everything. No doubt about that to get that win, but they'll be. We've got a team absolutely desperate to make sure that doesn't happen, because if that would have been the other way around, we'd have had a different week, and so we need to go in there confident with the things what we know we need to fix, and still give them a lot of healthy respect they deserve.
Obviously, Nzemba and Marshall missed out today on debuts. Would
you
expect them to play next week, and any other lads that might come in next week?
Yeah, they've all got a chance of coming back in. I'll have a look at the game when I get in the hotel, and watch it again in the morning, make a decision on them players what didn't play. But it was a very close one. Quite a few of them players are not playing today.
Shaun, have you ever seen an all-in scuffle before?
Yeah.
Every
all that jersey pulling. I thought there were no punches, but we need a new kit without collars being stretched. I've never seen nothing like that before. But it's better being safe and again having a full squad next week.
Where did all that come from, George? That kind of got a bit ill-tempered in the second half. Did that have its roots in before kick-off in the Sibber Towel?
Well, I think that's where it starts, doesn't it? I think it's a mindset of both teams, and then it probably boiled over a little bit. But as you know now, nobody throws punches. It's all scuffles. So. Yeah, 26-man brawl, but nobody threw one, so weren't really a brawl.
It looked like there might have been one before kick-off. There was three of you in the middle of the field when everyone else had separated. What happened there?
It was just a standoff, to be honest.
Was it you?
Yeah, I was in there, yeah.
A
bit of a standoff, but yeah, just like I said, a good mindset start for us, I think.
26-man brawl and not one thrown. You must wish it was back in your day.
Oh yeah, jeez, that would have been good. Yeah, the good old days. But yeah, it's a different game now. Thank God.
Shaun, it's the last time you play end of season internationals in potentially 3 years. How important is it to not only win but to put on a show as well for the English public coming out and watching?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, it is important, But all we talk about in camp is our standards, about what we're about, and our standards that we want to play. We want to play an attractive brand of rugby. We want to defend tough, and we went away from that. So if all we talk about in the change room is our standards, what we're about, and that meant get the places where we give them the ball, So if we fix that, we'll put on a show on next week. But I know that we need to get in the ground with a very good team. They'll be desperate to make sure it's not 2-0. So it's going to be game on for a long period next week.
Shaun, you've been clearly watching the Pacific Championships. Is this the sort of footy that will trouble Australia and New Zealand, the footy that you put on today?
Yeah, to be honest, Steve, we need to be better. We need to be better, if I'm honest. That performance wouldn't trouble Australia. You know, we know what we need to fix as a group, staff and players, and it sounds weird after. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way to Samoa in any, but we need to be better. And they'll say the same thing. At the end of the day, it's a test match. There was 50 odd points scored. How many points we scored, Alan?
38-12, is it?
Yeah. So a lot of points scored. Test match. So it's, you know, and Ben won't be happy with that, you know. So we're looking at how that happens as well.
Shaun, how good was your skipper today?
Brilliant. Yours is from me, but he can do better. He's heard that about 540 times in his career. But I know what he's capable of. He's my skipper. I'm proud. And when I left Samoa, there's no one person I'd ever pick. I thought it was superb today. Superb. But I'll be riding him tomorrow about his game.
When you say you can do better, what can you do better for you?
Manage games better, run more, defend better. There's loads of little tiny details. I've said that to you many times, haven't I, George?
Since about 12,
yeah. You sound like you're bored of that, George.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
it is.
George, you've just spilled your guts out. How does it feel when you hear your coach saying, I want more from you?
I think Shaun knows that gets the best out of me. He's always riding me to be better, and sometimes I come off and think I've had a great game, and then he'll tell me I've done 5 things wrong, which is good. I think you're always looking to be better. You never finish the article, so it's good for me.
Shaun, just in terms of form, what's he like to play with him? He's obviously been one of the best centres in the NRL for the last couple of years, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's a freak. He's a great player, and I think, like I say, he's won Dally M Centre of the Year 2 years in a row for a reason. So he brought us loads of energy out of the backfield, and showed a bit of class when he set picture up too. So.
And he's a good lad, isn't he? He's a good spirit, and there's like a really good club spirit in the group, which is hard to get, I imagine. Since I've been involved, the spirit's been fantastic, very much like when I coached at Wigan. So, and he adds to that. But there's no dickheads, is there?
No, he's good. He's good. Even though he's got a bit of an Aussie twang, he's
yeah, no, he needs to get rid of that.
All the ticket.
I hope it's going to be a good question. This is trying to make
Pressure's on.
Yeah.
They've sold all the seats for next week are sold out.
Yeah.
So they're expecting a big attendance, maybe pushing 20,000. How much of a boost will that be for your boys?
Well, last year we played Tonga when we went to Edinburgh. It felt like a test match. It was the crowd, the atmosphere. Leeds always do a good job in entertainment, and it felt like a proper test match. And to beat Tonga 3-0 at Edinburgh with that atmosphere was fantastic. So I can just sense how it's going to be next week. It was a good question.
I was just going to say that obviously Australia and New Zealand have been coming here for 120 years, and Samoa and Tonga have only been coming here for 2. So it's I guess they're very strong in World Cups, but they're still learning in the kind of test series scenario, aren't they? Have you got any observations about their development and sort of the challenges they are faced coming over here for the first time? You know? Yeah,
I mean, the way I look at them, Steve, is that they've got a lot of good individuals, and it will take time of travel. You know, when me putting Junior in December in our squad, it's okay a player deserving to be in a squad, but camp life where you're training and flogging and you're lifting and bleeding, and it's not easy for a bloke or a woman. It's not easy, and you need to put people in that situation. Some people can't handle it. Some people can, and that's, you know, Juniors in that environment, and it's the same for them. You know, they're not probably used to travelling over here and being for 2 or 3 weeks in an environment where you're getting flogged every week, and so that's something what they'll learn. But the talent, individual talent. I watch all NRL. I know how talented that team is, and that's why I'm so happy now. But they'll every year they'll get stronger and stronger.
Any injuries?
No.
All good?